Welcome back to another video. It's been a while. Before I begin and get into the main content, just wanted to say that I officially released my apparel brand. And this is the wrong shirt. I thought I was wearing it. Be right back. That's better. Meatin', vegan without the veg. I've honestly had this idea in my head for the last 2 years, once I started eating more of a animal-based carnivore keto diet. So vegan is the big hype, so I want Meatin' to be the new hype. It's pretty simple, vegan without the veg, all meat, no veg. I also have different colors of t-shirts. I also have one that says 85% meat, 15% fat. I have a crew neck, standby. This is the crew neck. Now these were just the kind of the prototypes. I pretty much just moved the vegan without the veg underneath, and it's going to be centered, and the Meatin' logo is a little bit bigger. Pretty much almost 100% cotton, but hit the pop-up link below and get yourself some Meatin' apparel. Say bye-bye, vegans. Now let's get into the video. Happy late Halloween. It's November 1st at 7 o'clock at night, and I'm carving my pumpkin. Don't ask me why. I do not enjoy carving pumpkins, so I leave it to after the last minute. So while I carve this, I'm going to do a little bit of a recap on my documentary that came out a couple weeks ago. So, if you did watch it, just wanted to say thank you. I really appreciate it. It was something that was truly very hard to share for me, to put it out into the world. It's something I've kind of kept a secret my whole life, well, since I was 13. So talking about it brought back a lot of memories, most of them bad, but everything happens for a reason, so all of those challenges made me who I am today. If you didn't watch it, it's linked below, so check it out. Again, it was more for me. I just had this bottled up in me for most of my life, over a decade now, and I just wanted it to kind of be free, to be out of my body. Some people ask me, oh, what's your story? What's your story? What's your deal? So there's my deal. And I mostly just wanted to put it out there to give hope to somebody that might struggle with certain autoimmune issues or has gone through something similar, and just know that if you keep pushing through, you will get to the other side of it, hopefully. I've struggled with health issues for many, many years now, over a decade, and it's just something I've come to live with. There's never a day where I really feel good. I just try not to think about it, because if I tell myself, like, oh, I'm so tired, my stomach hurts, this and that, then it just kind of tells your brain that, yeah, you are tired, yeah, your stomach hurts. So it really matters how you talk to yourself. Now, this recap isn't going to be extremely long, but I mostly just wanted to go over some of the comments that I got on the YouTube video. So a couple of people wrote me a bit of a novel, and they basically just said, you know, I've had the same mentality of just pushing through and not listening to my body, and, you know, you're really going to do more harm down the road. I have this autoimmune disease. Just kind of going off on me like that. And what people don't realize is, like, everybody's health condition varies from person to person. Everybody experiences it differently. Just because I have colitis doesn't mean I have the same colitis symptoms that you have. And that's what kind of bothered me. I tried not to let it get to me, but it does, because people aren't experiencing what I'm experiencing every day. They're not going through what I went through for the last decade plus of my life. That documentary was 15 minutes. 15 minutes, a short glimpse of my 25 years of living. So I don't that's the problem with, like, putting your story out there, putting yourself out there on social media and YouTube, is people just feel like they can tell you what to do with your life. And I tried not to respond. I just say, you know, like, my story is different than yours. We all experience different symptoms. Pretty sure one person even told me, like, oh, hers is way worse than mine. Like, I don't want to knock your story down, but these were my symptoms. I had all this going on. I had all that going on. And, like, I didn't share everything that went on with my illnesses, because it's very personal. What I went through was very traumatic, and that word is thrown around a lot. But this truly was traumatic for me. I got sick when I was 13, really badly, managed the symptoms, struggled with the symptoms, and then got hit full force with another illness when I was 22. And now I'm struggling. I'm struggling with my autoimmune issues, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of it still, trying to find a solution, trying to find ways to manage it. So people have no right to tell you what to do and what not to do. I do listen to my body. When I got sick with those illnesses, I had to stop working out. I didn't just keep pushing through and pushing through. That's the thing that people don't see, is I do know how to listen to my body. If it's telling me not to do something, then I won't do it. But it's different than when I'm in the middle of a race and I'm just hurting from the pain of just a normal race, just running a race. That's something I can push through. If I'm pushing through sickness and illness, that's different than pushing through, say, a challenge that I'm completing in terms of physical activity. And people are like, oh, well, you need to give your body time to heal. I'm not a patient person as well. I have to, if I just stay stagnant, not do any exercise, that's just going to decline my mental health below zero. So I don't really know what I'm getting at here. I've just kind of gone off. It's late at night for me. Another comment or question that I got was, what was the toxin that I was infected with in 2022? It was Colostrum difficile, also known as C. diff. It's one of the most deadliest toxins you can catch in your body. It's common from antibiotic use. So when you use antibiotics, it weakens your gut, right? And then you're more susceptible to getting this C. diff. The weird thing is I didn't take any antibiotics, so my thought was, just having colitis, it made me more susceptible to picking up this toxin, whether it be from going to the pool, at the gym, it could be anywhere. It's very common to get in hospitals, maybe a hospital trip that I had one time. I quickly absorbed the toxin from somewhere. I'm not going to get into too much detail. Like I said, I did not share a lot of things that I went through because for me, first of all, talking about the illness I had when I was 13, I kind of threw that to the back of my mind, and it's hard for me to remember a lot of it, and then when I really think about it, it comes up, and then just a lot of it is still, it's too personal to share. I went through a lot, and people don't need to know every little piece of my life. Yeah, it was just a short documentary just to give you an overview of who I am. I do have an autoimmune condition, and I'm just trying to find ways to manage it. That's why I eat the way I eat. But you can't take exercise away from me because that's my passion in life. So please don't comment on this video saying you really need to relax on the exercise because honestly lately everything's very modified. And I'm constantly learning from my mistakes, what works for me, what doesn't work for me. So, like I said, if you haven't watched it, go give it a watch. The views don't really matter to me. They more matter in terms of trying to spread the message because colitis and Crohn's, irritable bowel disease, it's more common than you think. It does. It decreases your quality of life, but you have to find ways around it and live your life the way you want to. By the way, if anybody wants pumpkin seeds and you're in Victoria, British Columbia, I'll make them for you. I can't eat these, but I'll make them for you. I really should have taken my whoop off because now it looks like pumpkin pie. So that is the pumpkin. It's very wide. The reason being is it's actually going to be for an Instagram reel I'm going to make, so you'll see that probably by the time this video comes out. So that was the video. Just wanted to do like a little bit of a brief overview of the documentary. My other videos will be more exciting going forward. I had a bit of a crazy couple weeks in terms of coming down with the stomach flu, so I just didn't really have the mental energy to do much. of anything productive. So, thank you again for watching the video. If you have not already, go watch it and spread the message. See you in the next video. All my past challenges in life have set me up to be the person I am today. When you've had times in your life where your body has failed you, you really start to appreciate the things it can do for you. It's important not to give up on yourself and to keep going when times get tough.